Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is March 22nd, 2026. We are going to read from Exodus chapter 33 and John chapter 12. All right, so in Exodus, Moses came down from the mountain with the tablets to find the Israelites worshiping the golden calf. He smashes the tablets. God is angry. God says, hey, you know what? I'm so angry. I'm done with these people. Moses, I'm going to start over with you. We're just going to wipe them out. I'm going to start with you, new nation, just like I promised Abraham. But Abraham intercedes on behalf of the Israelites, and God says, okay, we'll continue with the plan, but there's going to be some changes. And I'm going to punish them eventually. I'm not going to punish them right now, but I will punish them eventually. So let's go ahead and we're going to pick it back up at Exodus 33. Then the Lord said to Moses, depart and go up from here, you and the people whom you have brought out of the land of Egypt, to the land of which I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, to your descendants I will give it. And I will send my angel before you, and I will drive out the Canaanite, and the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Go up to a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in your midst, lest I consume you on the way, for you are a stiff-necked people. All right, so again, the plan... We'll keep with the plan. We're going to take you to the promised land. The promised land is yours. I will fight and drive them out before you, but I'm not going with you anymore. Okay, this idea that I'm going to dwell amongst you, that's done. I'm not going to do that, because if I do that, I'm going to wipe you out, because that's how angry I am. Verse 4, and when the people heard this bad news, they mourned, and no one put on his ornaments. So the Lord had said to Moses, say to the children of Israel, you are a stiff-necked people. I could come up into your midst in one moment and consume you. Now therefore take off your ornaments, that I may know what to do to you. So the children of Israel stripped themselves of their ornaments by Mount Horeb. So he told them, hey, get rid of all that gold and jewelry and stuff you took from the Egyptians. You want me to think about relenting? I need to see some obedience here. And they are obedient to that call. Now we're going to get a little bit of background with Moses and how he would talk to God. Moses took his tent and pitched it outside the camp, far from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of meeting. So it's not the tabernacle, that hasn't been built yet. And it came to pass that everyone who sought the Lord went out to the tabernacle of meeting, which was outside the camp. So it was, whenever Moses went out to the tabernacle, that all the people rose, and each man stood at his tent door and watched Moses until he had gone into the tabernacle. And it came to pass, when Moses entered the tabernacle, that the pillar of cloud descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. All the people saw the pillar of cloud standing at the tabernacle door, and all the people rose and worshipped, each man in his tent door. So the Lord spoke to Moses face to face, as a man speaks to his friend, and he would return to the camp. But his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, did not part from the tabernacle. Then Moses said to the Lord, see, you say to me, bring up this people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. You have said, I know you by name, and you have also found grace in my sight. Now therefore I pray, if I have found grace in your sight, show me now your way, that I may know you, and that I may find grace in your sight. And consider that this nation is your people. So he's reminding them, these are your people, God. And I need some help. I need you to strengthen my faith. Okay, you want me to be strong for your people. You need to help me. Verse 14, and he said, my presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. So God relents and says, okay, I'm not going to withhold my presence. I'll go with you. Just Moses intercede. The intercession is what we want to see. Verse 15, then he said to him, if your presence does not go with us, do not bring us up from here. For how then will it be known that your people and I have found grace in your sight, except you go with us? So we shall be separate, your people and I, from all the people who are upon the face of the earth. So Moses reiterates, no, I need you to go with us. That is the symbol that we are different, that we have God in our midst. No other people, no other system of God and worship has that. That's what makes them distinct from every other people on earth. God is amongst them and with them. Verse 17, so the Lord said to Moses, I will also do this thing that you have spoken, for you have found grace in my sight, and I know you by name. And he said, please show me your glory. Moses to God. And then God said, I will make all my goodness pass before you, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before you. I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. But he said, you cannot see my face, for no man shall see me and live. And the Lord said, here is a place by me, and you shall stand on the rock. So it shall be, while my glory passes by, that I will put you in the cleft of the rock. I will cover you with my hand while I pass. Then I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. So he says, all right, Moses, I'll show you some of my glory. I can't show you all my glory, because that'll kill you outright. I can show you some of it. If that'll make you strong enough to lead my people, I'll do it. Let's go ahead and go to John chapter 12. Then 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, where Lazarus was who had been dead, and whom he had raised from the dead. There they made him a supper. And Martha served, but Lazarus was one of those who sat at the table with him. Then Mary took a pound of very costly oil of spikenard, anointed the feet of Jesus, and wiped his feet with her hair, and the house was filled with the fragrance of the oil. And we saw yesterday that John alluded to her and doing this, but he hadn't quite told us yet, so now he tells us the story. But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, who would betray him, said, why was this fragrant oil not sold for 300 denarii and given to the poor? This he said not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief and had the money box, and he used to take what was put in it. So John gives us that extra detail about Judas. But Jesus said, let her alone. She has kept this for the day of my burial. For the poor you have with you always, but me you do not have always. And he knows within a week he's going to be dead. Now a great many of the Jews knew that he was there, and they came, not for Jesus' sake only, but that they might also see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. But the chief priests plotted to put Lazarus to death also, because on account of him many of the Jews went away and believed in Jesus. So we see how powerful that sign was, raising Lazarus. Lots of people are believing, and it really makes the Pharisees and the Sadducees jealous, because they can't do anything like that. How jealous are they? They're going to kill Lazarus for being brought back from death. Verse 12, then next day a great multitude that had come to the feast, when they heard that Jesus was coming to Jerusalem, took branches of palm trees and went out to meet him, and cried out, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, the King of Israel. And Jesus, when he had found a young donkey, sat on it, as it was written, fear not, daughter of Zion, behold, your king is coming, sitting on a donkey's colt. His disciples did not understand these things at first, but when Jesus was glorified, then they remembered that these things were written about him, and that they had done these things to him. Therefore the people who were with him when he called Lazarus out of his tomb and raised him from the dead bore witness. For this reason the people also met him, because they heard that he had done this sign. The Pharisees therefore said among themselves, you see that you are accomplishing nothing. Look, the world has gone after him. So the Pharisees understand the futility of what they're doing. They don't stop it. They don't stop plotting, but they understand they've lost the narrative. They've lost the plot line. They've lost the people. Verse 20, now there were certain Greeks among those who came up to worship at the feast. Then they came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida of Galilee, and asked him, saying, Sir, we wish to see Jesus. So these are probably God-fearers. They believe in Yahweh. They attend the feasts. They do everything except get circumcised. 22, Philip came and told Andrew, and in turn Andrew and Philip told Jesus. But Jesus answered them, saying, the hour is come that the Son of Man should be glorified. Most assuredly I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone, but if it dies, it produces much grain. He who loves his life will lose it, and he who hates his life in this world will keep it for eternal life. And if anyone serves me, let him follow me. And where I am, there my servant will be also. If anyone serves me, him my Father will honor. So Jesus is really, Jesus understands time is running out. I don't really have time to do all that stuff I was doing before, because I have to get my apostles ready, because I'm not going to be here much longer. Now my soul is troubled, verse 27, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour? But for this purpose I came to this hour. Father, glorify your name. Then a voice came from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and I will glorify it again. Therefore the people who stood by and heard it said that it had thundered. Others said an angel has spoken to him. Jesus answered and said, this voice did not come because of me, but for your sake. Now is the judgment of this world. Now the ruler of this world will be cast out. And I, if I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself. This he said, signifying by what death he would die. The people answered him, we have heard from the law that the Christ remains forever. And how can you say the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is this Son of Man? So even at this late hour, they still don't get it. Then Jesus said to them, a little while longer the light is with you. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness overtake you. He who walks in darkness does not know where he is going. While you have the light, believe in the light, that you may become sons of light. These things Jesus spoke and departed and was hidden from them. Time is running out for them. But although he had done so many signs before them, they did not believe in him, that the word of Isaiah the prophet might be fulfilled, which he spoke, Lord, who has believed our report, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? Therefore they could not believe, because Isaiah said again, he has blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts, lest they should see with their eyes, lest they should understand with their hearts and turn, so that I should heal them. These things Isaiah said when he saw his glory and spoke of him. So we've got a group of people that accept Jesus and ones that just are going to reject him forever. Nevertheless, even among the rulers, many believed in him. But because of the Pharisees, they did not confess him, lest they should be put out of the synagogue, for they loved the praise of men more than the praise of God. People who believe in him, people who don't believe in him, and this sad group that they believe in him, but they're more afraid of getting ostracized. So they're going to keep their mouth shut. Verse 44, then Jesus cried out and said, he who believes in me believes not in me, but in him who sent me. And he who sees me sees him who sent me. I have come as a light into the world, that whoever believes in me should not abide in darkness. And if anyone hears my words and does not believe, I do not judge him, for I did not come to judge the world, but to save the world. He who rejects me and does not receive my words has that which judges him. The word that I have spoken will judge him in the last day. For I have not spoken on my own authority, but the Father who sent me gave me a command, that what I should say and what I should speak. And I know that his command is everlasting life. Therefore, whatever I speak, just as the Father has told me, so I speak. He gave us the scriptures. Believe in them, we have eternal life. Believe that Jesus is who he said he was, you have eternal life. Don't believe? No. Then you're doomed to be in darkness. May God bless reading his word. May God bless you. Bye.